These are the Atomic Redster S5 cross-country skate skis. Redster is a bit confusing actually, because they use this same term for their alpine skis. So you can find Redster 5s or whatever in alpine skis. So when you go looking for reviews, you don't necessarily find that much information. Anyway, Atomic have been nice to send me these, and I just mounted them up with some bindings. They come pre-drilled for pilot S&S bindings. I don't know about Rotterfeller, you'd have to re-drill them, which seems like a bad idea. Pre-drilled, but you still want to put a bit of sealing in there, but you basically get some bindings and screw them on. It's that easy. What can I tell you? It's a denser-light core, basically foam, if you like, so I wouldn't, probably maybe not as durable as a light wood core, but and you maybe want to take a bit of care with them. I would imagine they wouldn't take a huge amount of abuse, like crashing into sides of pieces and stuff like that, but they're fairly stiff. They do have carbon layering in there, which strengthens them a bit and also makes them a bit more dynamic. And this is really the entry level of Atomic's race skis. You've got the S5, S7 and the S9. Now I've taken these in 192, which is the longest they do. I weigh 77.5 at the moment, so I'm at the lower end of the weight scale. I've been skiing 186, so it's a bit of a step up for me, but if you think about it, it only adds 3 centimeters at either end. Now they're double grooved on the base, that makes them nice and stable. They track well, and they also, compared to say the Rossignol race series, the Deltas S1, S2, they have a slightly more shaped spatula on them, and that makes them a bit easier to handle, especially going up hills. They don't kind of dig in if your technique isn't totally 100%. So we're going to take these out for a little skate, and I'll let you know what I think of them. So I didn't find any trouble with the extra 6 centimeters. That was no problem to handle. Proof of the pudding will be on how fast I went around the circuit, whether it's quicker than with my Deltas, Rossignol Delta course. And but they climbed well. That's maybe the extra length that helped there. They weren't digging in as much. And very stable ski. Very easy ski to take, to get used to. I mean, felt comfortable with them straight away. I would say they are a good ski for intermediate advanced skiers looking to progress a bit, but who don't want something that's too difficult. I've got some race skis, some Rossignol S2s, and they're pretty lively, pretty frisky. These are a lot more stable, a lot easier on the downhills, a lot easier going around corners. How did I get on with these new skis? Well, let's have a look. If you have a look down on Strava, lots of PRs. Maybe it's just the euphoria of having new skis, and where their seconds are actually seconds to today's PR. Let's start off with a climb. 80 minutes 43, and we see previous best. So this is about 3 kilometre climb. It said about 6%, it's quite a steep climb, and 18:43, about 2.5 minutes quicker than last year. I did it twice, and you see the effort, 147 beats per minute, 146, very similar kind of effort. Obviously the snow might not be the same, and it may be a waxing factor or something like that, so that's to take into account. Let's have a look at another one. Clues. This is more little loop on a more flattish section, so that's slightly different kind of course. I've done that 4 times. 11:07 today, and that's 2.5 minutes quicker than my previous best.
and you can see less effort as well. Heart rate was lower, so I was actually cruising around today. Descent, how about there's a descent, and we look at the results. 2 minutes 40, another PR on the descent, but in fact last year I did in 2:44, and higher heart rate, so I was putting in a bit more effort today. So just sliding down, maybe not such a big difference there, but in general it seems like the skis were quicker for me. Partly I would suggest that's because they're a bit longer, although wasn't bothered by the extra length, but I think that would probably account for some of the speed advantage.